Okay. So now in the second question, we can see that it can be inferred from the passage that in the early 1800s, children were generally regarded by families as individuals who needed enormous amount of security and affection. Okay. Now, is this what is given from the early 1800s? Okay. So when we are looking at early 1800s, where do we see that? It's during the 19th century. Okay, the context where it comes from during the 19th century. She argues the concept of useful child was who contributed to the family economy gave gradually. Okay, so what will we be looking at? They should be the ones who need to contribute very well to the economic economy of the family. Is that what we are looking at? No, but why would he talk about this over here in that case? That by the mid 1800s, this new view of childhood throughout the late 19th century and early 20th centuries, reform introduced child labor regulations and compulsory education laws. Okay, all right. So we have to look at this part. Okay, so it can be inferred that in the early 1800s, children were generally regarded by their family and individuals had who needed enormous amount of security and affection. Okay, now the one point over here is first of all we can eliminate the financial burdens we can eliminate. Okay, required constant supervision while working we can eliminate. The only choices are between B and C, wherein we are looking when we are looking at were they important for the economic well-being of the family? Yes, they were important, but this turns out to be a partial scope choice. Okay, because along with amounts of security and affection, this talks about the emotional value of the child and not the economic value of the child. Okay, so at that time they were thought of as unsuited for spending long hours in school, which is why later on child labor became a taboo. And depending on the emotional value of the child, we started putting him into, we've started practicing educational laws which put children into schools. Okay.